If you're over 60, there's a silent danger you may be inviting every single day, without even realizing it's harming you deeply. Prostate issues are rising among aging men, but most seniors never trace the root problem back to their daily routines or small habits. And one habit, yes, just one, is quietly sabotaging your prostate health, leading to discomfort, restless nights, and even long-term urinary problems. This script will guide you through the science, stories, and startling truths behind that habit and how to break free starting today. So many men over 60 think prostate problems are just a part of aging, but often it's not about age at all. It's about inflammation. It's about pressure. And above all, it's about a repeated behavior that strains your body beyond what it should endure. As a senior, your prostate becomes more sensitive to what you do, eat, think, and especially how you treat your bladder daily. The number one habit damaging your prostate isn't something exotic or rare, it's something millions of seniors do each and every day. And this habit is holding your prostate hostage, increasing swelling and irritation without making a sound until the symptoms scream back. If you've experienced more frequent urination, sudden urges, weak flow, or sleep disruptions, this might already be affecting you right now. You may have even visited your doctor, hoping for an answer, but the true cause might be hiding in plain sight. That cause, the one habit that quietly builds over time, is holding your urine too long before going to the bathroom. Now, this might sound simple, even harmless, but the consequences of this habit run deeper than most realize, especially after the age of 60. When you hold your urine, you force your bladder to stretch unnaturally, creating pressure that transfers directly down to the prostate gland. This gland sits just below the bladder, meaning every bit of stored pressure presses against it, inflaming and irritating it slowly. The longer you hold it in, the longer your bladder fights against nature's signal, and the more your prostate suffers silently underneath. Over time, this creates a ripple effect. The bladder weakens, the prostate swells, and your ability to empty fully becomes compromised. Urine that doesn't completely exit the body becomes a breeding ground for bacteria, leading to infections that intensify prostate discomfort. Imagine that pressure building day after day, month after month, all because you delayed nature's call in the name of convenience. Whether you're in a meeting, watching TV, on a car ride, or sleeping, each delay adds another drop of stress on your prostate. Now combine that with age-related muscle weakening in your pelvic area, and you have a perfect storm brewing inside your urinary tract. This habit can seem like a small sacrifice in the moment, but it's a long-term withdrawal from your body's health bank. Many seniors avoid bathroom trips at night to prevent waking their partner, stepping on cold tiles, or disturbing their sleep. But what they don't realize is how this hesitation is quietly training their body to accept discomfort, swelling, and dysfunction. Some even brag, "I can hold it for hours," not realizing that this control is not strength, it's stress disguised as endurance. Think of your bladder like a balloon. The more you overfill it, the weaker and less effective it becomes in the long run. Over time, a stretched bladder can lose elasticity, leading to incomplete voiding, which adds more strain on the prostate below. And when urine stays trapped in the bladder, harmful waste isn't removed properly, turning your own body into a toxic recycling bin. This triggers inflammation, not just in your bladder and prostate, but throughout your lower urinary system, leading to chronic discomfort. Every ignored urge is a missed opportunity to relieve pressure and protect your body from the silent swelling that follows. And let's not forget, chronic inflammation is one of the leading contributors to prostate enlargement and eventual urinary complications in aging men. The habit of holding it in doesn't just cause inconvenience, it leads to medical consequences that reduce your quality of life. You may begin to notice pain, dribbling after urination, frequent nighttime waking, or even bladder infections more than you ever did. And what's more concerning is that many men don't associate these symptoms with the habit, they blame aging and accept it blindly. But you don't have to accept this. You can interrupt the damage by listening to your body and going when it tells you to. When your body signals the need to urinate, it's not a nuisance. It's a protective alarm trying to keep your organs safe. Answering that signal immediately reduces the chance of inflammation, bacteria growth, and long-term damage to the prostate gland. This isn't about urgency. It's about honoring the rhythms and natural maintenance schedule of a body that's trying to stay healthy. And here's the beautiful part. When you stop delaying urination, your bladder function often begins to improve within weeks. You'll feel less pressure, more control, and better sleep at night, simply because your body is no longer under constant internal stress. Even your doctor will tell you, early habits like this are often the line between managing a condition and being overwhelmed by it. Now you may ask, how long is too long to hold it? Experts say you should urinate every 3 to 4 waking hours. And if your urge comes sooner, especially after fluids, that's not weakness. It's your body working exactly as it should. There's no reward for waiting. There's no medal for holding out longer than needed. But there is healing in responding early. Remember, you are not a burden for getting up and going. You're honoring a biological request your body worked hard to send. Especially at night, get up and go instead of tossing and turning, trying to will away the pressure that won't leave. When you hold urine overnight, it turns into a pressure cooker that affects your sleep, prostate, and next day comfort deeply. For seniors, sleep disruptions tied to prostate discomfort can cascade into fatigue, mood swings, memory issues, and heart health risks. That's why addressing this one habit, the delay, the hold, the wait, is often the single most important shift for prostate healing. If you can master this, you're not just relieving a symptom, you're reversing one of the root causes of prostate swelling. And while medications can help, they don't undo the damage from habits, but you can. You can stop this cycle yourself. It starts with awareness. Set reminders if needed. Keep a bathroom schedule. Track your habits with a simple notepad or an app. This isn't about obsession. It's about noticing the moments where you used to wait and choosing to act instead. Choose movement over stillness. Choose relief over resistance. Choose health over convenience. These are quiet decisions that lead to loud victories. Your prostate doesn't want punishment. It wants peace, flow, and release. You give it that by listening and responding without delay. Even on busy days, even when it's inconvenient, your long-term comfort is worth that small moment of immediate self-care. Make it a habit, like brushing your teeth, like eating breakfast. Let it become automatic. The moment you feel it, you go. And here's another tip. Cut fluids 1 hour before bed and go right before sleep. This reduces nighttime wake-ups and pressure buildup. During the day, hydrate well but consistently. Don't chug all at once. Steady intake allows your bladder to adjust naturally and release gently. This balance between fluid management and timely urination is one of the keys to calming the entire urinary system, prostate included. You'll notice improvements: less urgency, fewer bathroom runs, stronger streams, better sleep, and a lighter sensation in your lower body. Because your prostate, when cared for properly, doesn't have to feel like a ticking time bomb beneath your bladder anymore. It can shrink. It can calm down. It can stop swelling if you stop provoking it with prolonged stress from holding urine. Every trip to the bathroom isn't an inconvenience. It's a message to your body that you care enough to listen and respond. Let that be the habit you build starting today, honoring your need to go without apology or delay. Your prostate will thank you. Now that you understand how damaging delayed urination can be, it's time to explore the deeper layers of how this habit evolves. For many seniors, it starts innocently, holding it in during a drive, a movie, or when simply feeling too tired to move. Over time, the brain begins to normalize that delay, sending weaker urgency signals as the bladder stretches beyond its natural limits. This weakening of the bladder-prostate communication makes you less sensitive to the full bladder feeling, even while pressure silently builds underneath. The result is a constant internal strain, one that doesn't hurt at first, but later shows up as poor sleep and urgency. As men age, this miscommunication becomes more dangerous, especially when paired with pelvic floor weakness and natural hormonal changes. The muscles that help control urine release begin to deteriorate, and the pressure on the prostate increases with every delayed response. It's not just physical, it's neurological. Holding it in too often can retrain the brain to ignore important bodily cues altogether. Your brain might adapt to the pressure, but your prostate doesn't. It keeps reacting, swelling, and becoming more inflamed over time. Even if you don't feel urgency, your prostate may still be under pressure, which is why ignoring the signals becomes risky. Think of it like ignoring the warning lights on your car's dashboard. Just because the car still drives doesn't mean it's healthy. Eventually, something gives, whether it's frequent nighttime waking, sudden urges, or the painful buildup of a urinary tract infection. These infections can enter through stagnant urine, affecting not just the bladder but also the prostate and kidneys over time. Older men are more susceptible to these infections, and treating them repeatedly puts added strain on the body and immune system. Even worse, recurrent prostate inflammation, called prostatitis, can become chronic, leading to long-term discomfort and dependency on medications. And these medications, while useful, often come with side effects like dizziness, fatigue, or sexual dysfunction that reduce your overall vitality. This is why prevention matters more than cure, especially for something as foundational as your urinary and prostate health. Responding promptly to the urge to urinate is a preventive measure. It's like brushing your teeth to avoid painful root canals. But the challenge is habit. Habits are hard to break, especially if they've been with you for decades and feel automatic. You might have grown up in an environment where holding it in was praised as self-control or considered more polite in public. Or perhaps you've trained yourself to tough it out to avoid inconveniencing others, especially during travel or social events. But this belief system no longer serves you. What once was convenience now turns into a quiet source of inflammation and dysfunction. Changing the habit starts by changing the mindset, from embarrassment or delay to proactive care and personal responsibility. Yes, it takes courage to excuse yourself when it's inconvenient, but nothing is more inconvenient than a swollen prostate and pain. Start by noticing when you typically delay after coffee, before a nap, during TV, and ask yourself what's truly stopping you. Most of the time, it's minor inconvenience, not emergencies or real blockades, just a habit built from years of quiet self-denial. Once you notice the pattern, disrupt it with action. Stand up, go and give your body what it's gently requesting. If you're forgetful or distracted, use simple prompts, like drinking water followed by a scheduled bathroom break within 30 to 45 minutes. You're not doing this to follow rules. You're doing it to reclaim comfort, bladder strength, and reduce the burden on your prostate. You deserve a life without unnecessary urgency, leakage, or restless nights spent running to the bathroom in the dark. These aren't signs of normal aging, they're signs of cumulative stress your body is begging you to reverse before it gets worse. You have the power to reverse this, not with medication alone, but by realigning your daily rhythm with your biological needs. It might seem odd at first, but eventually it becomes second nature, just like any good habit that improves your life. You'll find that your bladder feels more relaxed, your urine flow becomes more steady, and nighttime urgency reduces significantly. Over time, you may even notice less pelvic tension, fewer abdominal cramps, and more confidence in public or while traveling. Because you're no longer ignoring your body, you're partnering with it, giving it the care and respect it needs to thrive. Even if you've already been diagnosed with an enlarged prostate, this habit shift can slow its progression or even reduce symptoms. Combined with healthy diet, hydration, and light exercise, timely urination becomes a natural, powerful medicine for your entire urinary system. This is about small moments, simple actions that accumulate into long-term health, comfort, and peace in your daily life. And here's the beautiful part. Every time you listen to your bladder, you're building resilience and restoring balance to your system. You're also reducing the chance of needing invasive procedures, which are common when prostate enlargement becomes unmanageable. Many of these procedures come with risks, bleeding, infection, incontinence, that you may avoid completely by protecting your prostate early. Think of timely urination as one of your easiest, most effective tools in preventing surgeries or drug dependencies later in life. Pair this habit with posture awareness. Don't slouch when you urinate, stand or sit tall to allow full, complete emptying. Slouching compresses the bladder, trapping urine and causing incomplete voiding, a direct pathway to residual pressure on the prostate. Proper urination posture also helps retrain the bladder muscles to contract fully, ensuring every trip is complete and cleansing. You can also explore bladder emptying techniques like double voiding, urinate, wait 20 seconds, then try again to release leftover urine. These small adjustments help your body feel lighter and more relaxed, especially when combined with reduced fluid intake before bed. Avoid caffeine and alcohol in the evenings. They stimulate the bladder and make nighttime wake-ups more likely, even with a healthy habit. Your goal is to reduce nighttime interruptions while strengthening your daytime response to bladder signals. A win-win for body and brain. And let's not ignore the emotional side. Many seniors feel frustration, embarrassment, or even shame when facing urinary issues. But shame has no place in your healing. The most powerful step is recognizing this issue and choosing to change with compassion. There is nothing weak about caring for yourself. There is great strength in listening to your body and honoring what it needs. You've lived through decades, faced storms, built families, survived challenges. This habit is just another obstacle you are more than capable of overcoming. If your children, partner, or friends ever tease or question you for frequent bathroom visits, educate them. Don't let shame dictate health. In fact, sharing your journey might help someone else begin their own healing, just by seeing your commitment to change. Because habits, good or bad, ripple through generations, and you can be the starting point for healthier prostate habits in your family. Now is the perfect time to track your improvements. Keep a simple journal for a week. Note when you go how you feel. You may be surprised to see patterns that explain your discomfort or sleep interruptions, and proud to see progress forming over days. You can even use technology to support this habit. There are apps tailored for seniors to log hydration and bathroom routines easily. Don't underestimate the power of consistency. A few good days of timely urination can shift your entire mindset towards sustainable health. You're not just managing a symptom, you're rebuilding a foundation of awareness, action, and well-being that supports every part of your life. So as you move forward, remember this: one habit, corrected with care, can unlock peace in places you once thought were broken. It starts now, not with a giant transformation, but with one simple decision: I will go when I need to go. Let that become your new mantra, a small promise to yourself, honored each day with a quiet walk to the restroom. Because every time you act on that promise, you're reducing inflammation, restoring flow, and giving your prostate a little more freedom. And freedom, after all, is what health is about: the freedom to live without pain, sleep without interruption, and age without fear. So listen to the signals. They're not annoying. They're sacred messages. And now you know exactly what to do with them. Let's now build on your progress and layer in more habits that work hand in hand with timely urination to protect your body. Because the truth is, no single solution works in isolation. Your prostate thrives when you adjust multiple small habits that work together. The first is hydration. Many seniors drink less to avoid bathroom trips, but dehydration makes your urine more concentrated and irritating. This concentrated urine doesn't just affect the bladder, it inflames the delicate tissues of the prostate, especially when held in too long. Instead of avoiding fluids, focus on sipping water steadily throughout the day, allowing your body to process it naturally and gently. Your goal isn't to flood the bladder, but to maintain a gentle stream of hydration that supports kidney and prostate function. Monitor the color of your urine. Light yellow or clear means you're hydrated. Dark yellow means your body needs more water. Aim for 6 to 8 cups of fluid daily, unless your doctor advises otherwise due to specific medical conditions or medications. Avoid large bursts of water all at once, especially late in the evening. That increases nighttime urgency and disrupts your sleep cycle. Spread your intake out. Sip in the morning, midday, and taper off slowly by early evening to support healthy nighttime rhythms. Pair hydration with movement. Long periods of sitting can create pressure on your pelvic floor, worsening blood flow to the prostate. Even simple actions like standing up every 30 minutes or walking around the house help relieve this pressure and stimulate circulation. The prostate depends on good blood flow to stay oxygenated, nourished, and protected from inflammation or bacterial buildup. Movement supports this balance. It's not about intense workouts. A 15-minute walk, light stretching, or basic housework can do wonders for your lower body health. This movement strengthens your pelvic floor muscles, too. Those are essential for bladder control and proper urination flow in older adults. If those muscles weaken, you'll face more leakage, urgency, and difficulty fully emptying your bladder, all of which aggravate prostate symptoms. You can even do Kegel exercises, gentle pelvic contractions, to rebuild strength, improve urine flow, and reduce dribbling or post-void leakage. Now let's talk diet. The foods you eat either inflame or protect your prostate. And sadly, most convenient choices work against you. Spicy foods, processed meats, salty snacks, and fast food cause irritation that silently aggravates prostate tissue and increases swelling. These meals may be tasty, but their ingredients, like preservatives, trans fats, and sodium, quietly raise internal inflammation and hormonal imbalances. High salt also causes your body to retain water, putting extra pressure on the bladder and prostate from the inside out. If you're eating mostly from packages, boxes, or drive-thrus, your prostate is likely already feeling the toll, whether you notice or not. It's time to shift toward real, healing foods, leafy greens, berries, avocados, walnuts, tomatoes, and fatty fish like salmon and sardines. These choices are anti-inflammatory and packed with nutrients that support healthy hormone balance and protect the prostate from swelling. Tomatoes contain lycopene, a powerful antioxidant shown to reduce the risk of prostate enlargement and even lower PSA levels in studies. Cruciferous vegetables, like broccoli, cauliflower, and kale, support liver detox, helping your body balance estrogen and reduce harmful buildup near the prostate. Berries deliver polyphenols that fight inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which are linked to enlarged or irritated prostate tissue. Omega-3 fats in fish calm systemic inflammation and support heart health, circulation, and hormonal balance, 3 pillars of long-term prostate care. Don't worry, you don't need to be perfect. Just replace one inflammatory meal a day with a healing, nourishing one. Even that small change signals to your body that better fuel is coming, and over time, the benefits compound. You may notice less bloating, lighter urination, improved mood, and better energy because your digestive system and prostate are finally aligned. Now combine your food and movement with stress management. This might surprise you, but chronic stress is a huge prostate aggravator. When you're constantly anxious or tense, your body produces cortisol, a hormone that weakens immunity and inflames the body's soft tissues. That includes your prostate. Stress also causes muscle tension around your pelvis, making urination harder and more uncomfortable over time. And emotionally, it's draining. Worry keeps you up at night, shortens your breath, and steals the peace your body needs to heal. This is why carving out daily quiet time, even just 10 minutes, has a profound effect on prostate and overall health. Deep breathing, meditation, stretching, or simply sitting in silence with soft music can relax your nervous system and reduce cortisol levels. Social connection helps too. Isolation increases stress and depression in seniors, which indirectly causes worsening prostate inflammation over time. Reach out to a friend, join a local group, or share your health journey with others. It all adds emotional resilience. Laughing, playing, or even talking with a pet can produce hormones that offset stress and support immune strength in powerful ways. Your prostate doesn't just need water and movement, it needs emotional peace to reduce the nervous tension that constricts healthy urinary flow. Don't forget about posture. Slouching while sitting compresses your bladder and abdomen, increasing pressure on your prostate unknowingly. Try sitting upright, using cushions if needed, and avoid staying curled or cramped for long periods, especially after meals or fluid intake. Good posture ensures better organ alignment, blood flow, and pressure distribution, helping your bladder and prostate work more harmoniously. This includes bathroom posture. Consider elevating your feet on a small stool while sitting. This mimics a more natural squatting position. Squatting relaxes the pelvic floor and allows the bladder to empty more fully, reducing leftover urine and the risk of bacterial buildup. Now let's address an often overlooked point, your sleep. Poor sleep increases inflammation, weakens immunity, and disrupts hormone production, including testosterone. Low testosterone levels are linked to worsening prostate issues, including BF and even a higher risk of cellular irregularities. Improve your sleep by creating a relaxing routine, turning off screens early, and keeping your bedroom dark, cool, and quiet. Avoid eating or drinking too close to bedtime, as both stimulate digestion and urination, which can disturb sleep and bladder rest. If you wake up frequently, track your patterns. Are you drinking too late? Are stress levels spiking before bed? Pinpointing these patterns allows you to adjust gently without shame. Your goal is progress, not perfection, night by night. And lastly, don't ignore professional support. A yearly prostate check, yes, even when you feel fine, is one of your strongest defense strategies. Early detection of enlargement, inflammation, or elevated PSA levels gives you more time and options for natural, non-invasive healing. It also builds trust with your doctor, allowing tailored recommendations for diet, supplements, movement, and even behavioral therapy if needed. The earlier you intervene, the more likely you are to avoid surgery, medications, or serious urinary complications that disrupt your life. So let go of any discomfort or resistance about those appointments. Your courage to show up is a gift to your future self. Because you're not powerless in this. You're equipped now with knowledge, with practical tools, and with a renewed sense of daily control. You know the habit to stop. You know the changes to begin. And now you have the discipline to follow through. Make it your mission. Be the example. Show other men in your family that aging doesn't have to mean suffering or surrender. You can redefine what it means to age by staying active, hydrated, calm, and attentive to your body's quiet calls. There's still time. There's still progress. And there's still peace waiting for you on the other side of consistent, prostate-friendly choices. You don't need extreme diets or harsh medications, just a commitment to the basics that your body has been asking for. Drink water. Move often. Go when nature calls. Breathe deeply. Eat real food. Rest well. And get checked without fear. Each of these may seem small, but together, they create a fortress of protection around your most sensitive and essential health systems. Your prostate doesn't want perfection. It wants relief. It wants peace. And today, you're finally giving it both. Staying consistent, because building a habit is powerful, but maintaining it is where real transformation happens. You've learned the risks of holding urine, the importance of hydration, movement, nutrition, stress relief, sleep, posture, and medical screening. Each of these pieces is part of a larger puzzle, and when assembled daily, they form a blueprint for lasting prostate health. But knowledge isn't enough. What matters now is applying it, again and again, until these protective habits become your automatic rhythm. So let's talk about how to make this sustainable, not for a week or month, but for the years ahead of you. First, keep things simple. You don't need to overhaul your life. Instead, stack small new behaviors onto routines you already follow. For example, after brushing your teeth, take a glass of water. After lunch, take a 10-minute walk around the block. Before bedtime, check your posture, breathe deeply, and make that one final trip to the restroom without hesitation or delay. These small anchor points ensure your new habits don't get lost. They become attached to familiar rhythms and grow with repetition. Second, forgive yourself for slip-ups. No one gets it right every day. What matters most is your commitment to return quickly. If you accidentally hold your urine, don't panic. Just recognize it, go and use it as a reminder to stay alert. Habit change is like steering a ship. It requires course correction, not perfection, especially when retraining patterns decades in the making. Next, involve others. Share your commitment with a friend, spouse, or fellow senior. Having accountability increases follow-through and reduces feelings of isolation. Sometimes, just talking about it helps remove stigma. Urinary health is personal, but it's also incredibly common and worth discussing openly. You might even discover that someone close to you is struggling silently with the same issues and needs encouragement to act. And if you're a caregiver or live with others, ask for their understanding. Bathroom habits matter and deserve respect in every home. Set boundaries when needed. Let people know your health is a priority, even if it means pausing an activity to use the restroom. Next, make your home environment supportive. Keep a nightlight for bathroom trips. Place a small stool in front of the toilet. Use reminders on your phone to prompt movement, water intake, or short breathing sessions throughout the day. Let technology support your consistency. You can also track your symptoms. Note changes in urgency, flow, comfort, or nighttime waking. This empowers you to adjust as needed. Tracking progress also builds confidence. When you see improvements, even small ones, you'll feel proud and more motivated to continue your routine. If symptoms worsen, bring your notes to a doctor. They'll appreciate the clear picture and can offer more personalized recommendations. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate your prostate, it's to support it. This organ plays an essential role and deserves gentle attention. When cared for properly, the prostate can function smoothly well into your later decades, supporting both urinary and reproductive wellness. Now let's address fear. Many men avoid prostate discussions because they fear cancer, embarrassment, or loss of control, but knowledge is power. Most prostate issues are benign enlargement, not cancer, and most can be managed naturally through early intervention and lifestyle changes. Screenings exist to protect you, not frighten you. Early detection means more options, more comfort, and fewer invasive interventions later. Take the fear out by taking control. Get checked annually. Ask questions. Stay involved in every step of your health journey. Because when you care, doctors care more too. An engaged patient often receives better, more attentive support from their medical team. You deserve to be heard, seen, and respected, especially when navigating something as personal and often misunderstood as prostate health. Now let's recap, one last time, the core habits you've embraced through this script, so they stay clear, sharp, and memorable. Number 1. Stop holding your urine. Go as soon as the urge hits. This alone reduces inflammation, pressure, and urinary strain. Number 2. Hydrate smartly. Sip water throughout the day. Avoid overloading your bladder at night and monitor urine color for guidance. Number 3. Move regularly. Don't sit for long periods. Stand, stretch, and walk to support circulation and reduce pelvic pressure. Number 4. Eat real foods. Ditch processed meals and salt-heavy snacks. Choose anti-inflammatory fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins whenever possible. Number 5. Relax your body. Manage stress with deep breathing, mindfulness, and human connection. Lower stress equals lower prostate inflammation. Number 6. Sleep intentionally. Protect your sleep with calming routines and limited fluid intake before bed. Deep rest heals your organs. Number 7. Support your posture. Sit tall, especially while urinating, to allow full bladder emptying and ease pressure on the prostate. Number 8. Use helpful tools. Track your habits with apps or journals. Let technology assist your awareness and consistency day by day. Number 9. Communicate openly. Whether with loved ones or doctors, speak up about symptoms and seek support without shame or hesitation. And number 10. Commit for the long haul. This isn't a sprint, it's a lifelong partnership between you and your prostate health. Every day is a new opportunity to show up for yourself, to say yes to healing, comfort, and peace inside your body. Because you're not helpless. You're not broken. You're evolving. And the choices you make now ripple into how you feel tomorrow. Your prostate doesn't need punishment or silence. It needs flow, attention, and steady, loving care that comes from your daily choices. So celebrate your progress. You've taken the time to understand what matters. You've opened your mind to new information and action. You are far ahead of most, simply by caring enough to learn and apply the truths shared here in full honesty. And if you share this knowledge with a brother, friend, son, or neighbor, you're creating waves of healing beyond just yourself. Imagine a world where aging doesn't mean discomfort but wisdom, where men support each other with knowledge instead of silence. That begins with you. Right here, right now. One small change, made daily, becomes the strongest protection you'll ever give yourself. So drink that water. Take that walk. Go when you feel the need. Sit tall. Breathe deep. And rest fully tonight. Because this journey is yours. Your body is still listening. And it's ready to respond with healing the moment you give it permission. Thank you for honoring your health, your body, and this moment of transformation. Your prostate thanks you, and your future self will too.